Why actually cut behind?
What, in like films?
Yeah, because that's what I was saying about Wuthering Heights. Like, bro, is anyone going to be talking about it next week? That's just kind of how I see it. But I get it. Obviously, I don't mind doing it, but so obviously we didn't do anything last week. I think this would have been good last week, obviously, and then but yeah,
So what
yeah.
would you rather do then instead?
No, we can still do Wuthering Heights. Obviously, I'm like Wasteman or whatever, but
Yeah.
maybe maybe I'll upload like twice in 1 week. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Because like people just like movies just die down really quickly. Like it just comes and goes. Like even like the Bone Temple, like no one's. I don't know. Maybe it's just the algorithm that I have on the account, but I don't see anyone talking about Bone Temple. Everyone's just kind of after a week. But I don't. Obviously, I still don't mind doing
I
Within
mean, I
Sight.
just
But
think how long are like films in cinemas? Like a month, innit? So
yeah, definitely. No, obviously I don't mind. We'll still do Within Sight. It'll be fun.
I've been hearing bad stuff to be honest. I'll be honest.
I don't know how you're shocked. You should have seen it coming. Do you not know like the history behind the whole thing?
Yeah, I know about the casting and stuff.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's supposed to be a black
what's
man,
the
but
history?
that it's supposed to be a black man, but
Not
they've
even black,
casted.
you know. Apparently he's like Asian, like East Asian. No,
What's that?
like South Asian, not like black. Like
Damn.
yeah, not even. But it was like I think in the books he's described as like darker skinned.
Mm.
Um, but they casted Jacob Elordi.
Tall,
Um,
dark, and handsome, isn't it? That's what it is.
Yeah,
That's,
um,
that's the new black, bro.
literally.
Tall, dark, and handsome. That's the new black, bro. But yeah, welcome to another episode of the Film Diaries, where we review movies weekly. All the movies out in the cinema. Um, I'll do it after actually. But yeah, welcome back to another episode for another. Is it the first one of the month?
what do you mean?
Yeah, I think it is the first one. No other no other choice was first of the month.
Oh, first film diary. Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, Film Diaries, second of the month, and we are doing My Father's Shadow. Um, should be fun. Should be good. We should be able to relate to some of the topics. Yeah, Nigerian director, Nigerian film. Should be fun. Yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll be here every week. This is the Film Diaries, and the other one is the Film Club. You'll be able to tell a difference. But yeah, this is Film Diaries. All the movies that are coming out in the cinemas. Yeah, gonna get straight into it.
So My Father's Shadow, directed by British-Nigerian Akinola Davies. Um, I think this is his first. I don't know if it's his first feature film, but he hasn't got like a long filmography, obviously. But this is his first film. He makes a lot of. I did a bit of research on him. He does a lot of like because he's from he's the diaspora like us.
Mm,
So he has a lot of Nigerian influence in his films.
mm,
But yeah, this one follows two brothers as they follow their dad for a day. Basically in the midst of Lagos, where there's a lot of political unrest as well. Um, so yeah, a very current film, very relatable. Well, moments that are relatable for us as we are all Nigerian. If you guys didn't know, we're all Nigerian. Um,
Wait, what's
why are you
this?
doing this one? What's this?
I'm half Nigerian, half African. Bro. I told you.
If you guys
I
know
told
me,
you.
What?
Yes,
man,
What?
I'm half African.
Is this called Kenny?
African, African. What's African? Like that's like
Like,
bare.
like, sometimes I could be like from Cape Verde. Sometimes I can be like
Oh my
Zim.
god, they do
Bare
not know
bad
you.
hair.
They do
Oh,
not
they
know
do
you.
though. Trust me. Yeah, bro. Like that's why I say like half Nigerian, half African because like I relate to the whole of the concept. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, the film's set in like 90s Nigeria, and the two boys they follow their dad. So yeah, what did you guys think of the premise of the film? You know, I don't know if you heard of the film or do you just watch it because we were Nigerian?
No, I actually saw it when we were looking at stuff to watch at BFI. I saw it, and I think I sent it to you, or I just kind of kept it. I know I was working when I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just do it the next day."
Mm,
Tickets were gone straight away. So we could actually like
yeah.
seen this like ages ago, but I just wasn't paying attention. Again, missing that on BFI. But yeah, I saw it. Again, I didn't read the synopsis or anything. I just saw black people. I was like, oh, this will be good. Um, but yeah, no. When it came out, I found out through TikTok. The director, was just advertising it on TikTok. Said that it was going to
Mm,
be out here, there, and there. I didn't think it would be out in the cinemas, like all
yeah.
over the country. So I didn't know. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised that it was everywhere. And a lot of people like funded this movie like through the opening credits, like bare
Mm,
thingies popping up. But yeah, I'm glad this came out, and hopefully a lot of people can see it, and hopefully they get a good profit out of it,
mm.
because that is also a very good sign. So, yeah.
The BFI thing, members get ticket access to tickets first. So like
Mm,
that's what like every time I went on it, it was sold out. But
mm.
um,
So you knew about it before?
I didn't know about it, but
Mm,
I know like when it's London Film Festival, like
mm,
most of the times if you go by like if you wait for the tickets to come out, let's say they release on like the 8th of October,
mm.
most of them already be sold out because I think members get access like a week before, so they're always
Yeah.
buying tickets. Um, but yeah, I found out about the film because the main actor, he was in a TV series I watched, Gangs of London, and this is kind of completely different. Because obviously he's playing like his original heritage, a Nigerian in this, but
Mm,
um,
I didn't realize, that's the I forgot his name in Gangs of London. That's
Elliot,
yeah.
yeah,
Damn, that's yeah. I don't know why that didn't click.
yeah, it's a good actor, man. See,
Mm,
um, but yeah, I was like, oh, I gotta watch this. Obviously Nigerian as well. And I wasn't really sure, like when I first saw like clips or glimpses, I saw like a lot of the shots where they're all on the motorcycle. I wasn't really sure if it was going to be like him and his brother as like, adults, or like then I realized obviously it's the two younger
mm,
mm.
kids. But no, I was pleasantly surprised by the film. Enjoyed it. Pleasantly
Yo,
surprised.
me too. I was getting nostalgia. I can't lie. You see,
mm.
Josh, you said motorbike. We call it Okada. That's the Okada.
Yeah, so like,
Joe, you know, right? You should know.
oh, okay.
Okada, like we're riding on a.
Yeah.
That's what we used to call it. The the bus. I think what's that called? Canopy, or maybe I'm mixing it up.
Mm,
But
I
I
know
was
that one.
getting
I know
nostalgia.
that one actually.
Yeah, come on.
Mm,
Yeah, I was getting nostalgia watching it. It was really good watch. I think the film it did a good job trying to show like the reality that a lot of like Nigerian families or just African families in general, like just the way that it's structured
Mm,
and how like
mm,
fathers eventually or like unintentionally neglect their kids or miss their kids growing up. So yeah, I really
mm.
like how they did that.
Before we get into all that, did you guys think of like asking your parents if they wanted to watch the movie? Like, did you?
when I watched it,
Mm,
where was I coming from? I think I was in London that day, and they were only showing it in London.
ah,
But yeah, it's not even showing in cinemas around me. I had to go to London to watch it.
damn.
But yeah, I did think of um, like it's obviously a film that they would. I would like to hear
Mm,
their opinion because obviously they're first
exactly.
generation Nigerians. So I
Yeah.
like to hear. I mean, maybe after this, I probably go tell them, but I
Mm,
would like to hear like a Nigerian that's lived there for most of their lives opinion on the
mm.
film. So
What about you,
um,
though?
Um, yeah, I mentioned it to my mom. I told her that I think she'll like it because it's like it should be very relatable to like both
Mm.
my parents.
But
mm.
do you think she's gonna watch it? That's the thing about Nigerian presidents, parents, bro. They're not watching that shit, bro.
I'm not watching that.
I feel like my
Bro,
Maybe
dad
this
will.
can change them.
My dad probably will because he does watch quite a lot of films.
okay, that's good.
Mhm.
See, yeah, I asked my dad if he went to go with me on Sunday. He said, "Nah, I'd fall asleep." it runs in the family. It runs in the family. It actually might run in the family. But yeah, I asked my dad if he wanted to watch it. But then I was like thinking, I was like contemplating, like, should I tell him to watch it? Because it might hit close to home. Like
Mm,
certain things might hit the nail on the head. So I was just like, I'm not sure. But I asked him anyway. But he was like, nah, I'd probably fall asleep. So there's no point. And my mum as well, I feel like she would relate a lot to it, but I don't think now's the right time for her to watch it. I feel like maybe in some time, but it definitely is a good movie, and I would, bro, all the time. I always a lot of these movies, I want like all my siblings or my mum or my dad to watch, but they just can't, bro. They won't do it. I don't know. So stubborn.
mm.
Family's too stubborn, bro. Nigerians are too stubborn. But yeah, no, definitely in due time, I'll literally buy this movie and I will sit everyone down, make sure they watch it. But yeah.
So, what do you guys think of the? Obviously, the film starts off with the two young brothers. You understand their dynamic, their relationship with their father.
Mm.
What did you guys think of the? I think their names Remy and Akin. I think, yeah. Did you guys any relatability there? I know Shaq, you don't have brothers, but I know Larry. You know that brotherly dynamic. um, yeah. How did you
um,
think about that?
I'll say the the one thing I related with was like having nothing to do, and it's like you as a kid, like you find entertainment like in anything.
Mm.
So
Mm,
like even though they were bored, they had nothing to do, but they still found something. So in that sense, I did relate.
Mm. That's fair. Yeah, I thought the brother dynamic was pretty nice. I don't know. Obviously, it gets onto the whole like idea of the movie is that. To be fair, before I get into the brothers, what do you guys think? Because I've seen loads of people debate. I thought it was pretty obvious.
oh,
But
Everyone is debating like what is going on. As in, is it a dream? And there's like some Nigerian law behind like when someone dies. I can't remember exactly what it was, but when someone dies, this like is the moment before they die. Maybe that's playing out. Maybe it's the dad's dream. Maybe it's the mom's dream. It's the
mm,
son's dream. What did you guys? Uh, what did what did you guys see? Because I just saw it as a dream from the boy. But I feel like it's too obvious, kind of thing. Like everyone's saying like it's not that obvious, but I feel like it's a bit too obvious. What do you guys think?
I didn't think. I thought it was like real time.
Damn.
Well, maybe I just find looked in, but I don't know.
the,
Yeah,
the only reasons why I say it wasn't real time and why I initially thought it was a dream was because the Suns were playing outside
mhm,
and the boy kept saying, "Well, I'll see you in my dreams." Like that was the opening. He said, "I'll see you in my dreams." Yeah, and then
mm,
the boys are playing outside, and then there's like a wind chime that blows, and for me, that kind of says like there's a ghost. Like that's kind of you kind of hear some. So wind. So okay, there we go. So the wind chime blows, and then the boys run into the house, and their dad's there. But we never
mm,
saw the dad go into the house. So
mm,
that's why, in my head, I think it is a dream because, like, a ghost is entering the building,
mm.
like, and going past the wind chimes, and then the blow of wind, and then that's where we get the dream, like, whatever. So that's what I got personally.
I can
What about
see.
you?
I do understand why you think that. Also, I remember in the start of the film, I think one of the first scenes with the dad, I think he's like taking some of the, like the Nigerian attire. I think that
Mm.
clothes that was taken out was the same color of the clothes they were wearing at the
the
funeral at the
funeral.
end.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know there was a lot of like unexplained like moments in the film, such as his nose bleeding,
Mm.
and so
Mm.
that to me suggested that he's going through some sort of like health issue, or which
Oh,
also suggests
go on,
that
keep on.
probably it could be a memory. I can see why you could think it's a memory, and I think I need to rewatch this film as well because
Mm.
maybe I
Mm.
would see. But I'm actually up in the air. I feel like you don't really see the mom. The mother is like she's gone out to do some task or shopping
Yeah.
or whatever, but you don't see her. You only see like glimpses of her,
Yeah.
and
Throughout the whole movie, she
yeah, throughout the whole
appears.
movie. So
And
Maybe you're. I
that's
think yeah, it might be just like a flashback. I thought it was a flashback. That's what I thought it was. I thought the
mm,
start, no, the
yeah,
end was the start, and yeah, yeah, that's what I thought, like a flashback. But I could
okay,
yeah be a memory as well.
that's fair. Because I did think it was a memory. I don't know what made me actually think that this is. I think it was maybe the wind chimes. I wish I rewatched it twice. I didn't get the chance, but I think the
Mm,
wind chimes definitely told me that this feels like a dream. And the dream, I don't know. The mom kept appearing and disappearing, so I was thinking,
yeah.
okay, it feels like do you know how you're kind of awake and then when you have dreams, like there's certain things that just randomly pop up.
Mm,
That's kind of what I got. Um, but yeah, that was
Um,
mainly it.
for me, I think there's something I noticed at the end. You know, when they brought like the dad out the car and they were questioning
Mm,
him. When
mm,
he went back to the car,
mm,
what's the name? Remy,
yeah.
the little one. He didn't even like hug his dad. I noticed he went
mm,
straight to his brother. So it got me
Yeah.
thinking, like maybe he died there, and it's like next few scenes we see the funeral.
mm,
So I feel like because then his nose was bleeding.
yeah.
So in my head, I was like, oh, maybe he died there. But
Mm,
they obviously they showed him back in the car. Then we switched. It's a funeral, so it
the
was
funeral.
confusing. But I feel like
Mm,
they were trying to tell us something, but they
Mm,
didn't make it. They didn't give us like a clear thing that oh, this is what happened. This is how he died.
yeah,
So yeah,
mm.
that's
maybe
fair.
maybe you're right about the dream because dreams
Because
are kind of confusing.
with that, when he was saying when the military guy was like saying I've seen you, like I've seen you
Mm,
before, and then he also mentioned that nobody survived. I can't remember what they called it
Yeah.
again. Nobody,
Bonnie Bonnie shootings or something.
yeah, he said nobody survived that. So he was like, I've definitely seen you before. So that was also like I was
Yeah,
thinking,
that is
okay,
true.
so the dad died there. That's how I got it. The dad died
Mm,
there. It wasn't in the car or in that scenario. It was prior all of this.
there isn't
And
that.
then maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, and then uh, maybe the day of the dream, the night of the dream is before the funeral. So the son wakes up after the dad gets in the car. And then that's why the dad also is wearing the funeral attire. Hey man, give my
mm.
flowers, fam.
Okay, now it makes
You know
sense.
what's funny? When came out of cinema,
Mm.
white guy, like an older white guy, comes. He literally starts having a convo with me about the film. I was like, "Were you in the same screen as me?"
Yeah.
We was talking about the film, and it was like, "Yeah, it was amazing how the film depicts how the dad wasn't really there." And I was like, "Oh," and I kind of eureka moment went off in my head. I was like,
Mm.
"Okay," because he's seen it like that, and then
Mm.
obviously upon reflection, like just thinking about the film, I can see why he's thought of it like that. That the dad has obviously died.
Mm.
But yeah, that bit when he gets like accosted by that guy in the car or outside the car, that does make a lot of sense now.
Mm.
That he could have died then, and he said no one survived. That makes so much sense now. Yeah. Um,
Mm. Yeah, but yeah. What's up on that? What did you guys like? Kind of, did you learn anything about Nigeria? Anything that all those like kind of military regimes, all that kind of stuff? Like, are you aware of all these kind of things?
I mean, what was like, well, not shocking to me, but I was more made aware of is
Mm.
the way the military are kind of are depicted in the film.
Mm.
There's a lot of just it's like there's a stare they have. Like, there's a lot of
Mm.
shots where the military are just looking at them, and you can sense like that fear, that like authority they almost have over them, which
Mm.
was really interesting to me. It's like when you're, when you're just like in, I don't know, wherever, and as black people, when you look at someone and you have that like feeling like, why, what are you looking at? It felt like that
Mm.
sort of like vibe. Like there's
Mm.
some sense of like fear that they have, or authority that they have, and
Mm.
obviously because of the massacre, there's a reason to be scared of them. But I just didn't really, that fear was something I wasn't really not
Aware of?
used to, aware of. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I can
Mm.
really sense that fear from the
Mm.
military and the people. Um,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was done really well as well.
Yeah.
Um, like they didn't speak throughout, obviously, until the encounter with the dad. But
Yeah.
maybe even that could also like suggest that it is a dream because like the son doesn't he hasn't been in contact with any military people, so maybe in his head like he sees them, but he doesn't know what they sound like or how they behave or anything. He just understands the stare they kind of give maybe. But
Mm.
it was definitely it was I enjoyed it a lot. And it was quite eye opening about the whole situation as well. I know the president, not personally, obviously. I don't know why I said it like that. I know of the president, but I wasn't aware of the whole situation. I remember my dad mentioned that there was a time where Nigeria used to be, this is so stupid. My dad says that Nigeria used to be like, not normal, but we used to be people used to understand us. Like we weren't very arrogant people, money
Yeah.
hungry, all that kind of stuff. And there
Mm.
was a change. And I didn't know that he apparently what's his name? Babangida was the change in
Mm.
Nigeria to make Nigerians the way they are today. And I didn't know about the whole situation that was going on. Obviously, it is a true story.
Yeah.
Um, that about the election and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was definitely eye opening, and he told me a lot of things as well. I learned quite a fair bit, which was very interesting. But yeah, that was quite fun.
I think I'm realizing something. So I know you guys are like convinced it's a dream. I'm also
Mm,
starting to think, yeah, it was most likely a dream. So with the military thing, I feel like as you said, Sheto, that he died in that massacre that happened.
mm,
The military just kept staring at um the dad every
mm,
single time, like they knew him. So I feel like the dream is telling us that these people, like, they killed this person. If not, I mean,
Mm.
because like they were so focused on it. He's a normal citizen, but
mm,
the
Mm.
emphasis on the military staring at him so much, it's like, yeah, they have something to do with his death. So maybe that's
Mm.
how whoever was dreaming interpreted it. That
mm.
this is the military's work. Like the
Yeah.
military are so focused on him, they killed him. Then like it all ties back to one of the last scenes where he gets like interrogated outside the
Mm,
car. So for me, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
yeah. Um, is there any other, well, to, more on like a positive note? Was there any other things that you really liked about the movie? Or you're surprised about?
Um, yeah, you know what? Even though obviously, like if you were to compare Nigeria and like quote unquote more modern society, I
Mm,
still feel like it was shot so nicely.
mm,
I still
Mm.
felt like it looked pleasing. Maybe
yeah,
because like I grew up there, I kind of know. But for me, I didn't like it didn't look crazy. It didn't look like a
yeah,
third world country. It
mm,
felt it
Mm.
felt like it felt like Nigeria, if that makes
mm.
sense.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's what they wanted to do. So
Yeah.
job well done to them, to be honest. Yeah, I thought it was like beautifully done. Um, One thing that I really enjoyed, like all the beautiful scenes, all the even the sounds as well, the bird chirping, everything.
Mm,
But the number one thing about this movie that I liked was that as much as it talks about grief and like corruption, it was still like a very positive movie. Like it
Mm.
didn't feel negative. Like when everyone was panicking after the election was announced that it was gonna extend, I thought I
that's
thought oh, okay, I thought okay, this is where the movie turns. The
Goes
plot
left.
the plot's hit. Everyone's gonna die. There's gonna be another massacre. But
Yeah.
it was still like it didn't go that way, and it wasn't done in a very negative light. It was just something that's kind of like a awareness,
mm,
and
Mm.
I really like that because I think I've watched like a few movies where, well, this month where I've expected something else, and it's been positive throughout. So I feel like, especially with African stories, it's important to not always like dehumanize our own selves, because
Mm,
in the end of the day, like military and corruption was involved in the movie, but we didn't see anyone die, we didn't see anyone get shot. We just saw shouting, and that's okay. But I feel like a lot of movies or directors or writers, I feel like maybe this is the kind of way that we should like represent ourselves instead of keep putting ourselves in negative lights. And yeah, I
mm.
really enjoyed that about the movie because yeah,
What did
even
you
reshaped my brain, bruv.
What did you guys think of probably one of my favorite parts of the film? When they go to the at the sea and then the father talks to the two sons about his brother and how
Mm,
Olaremi is named after his brother who died um, in the water, and he said that first he was scared of water because his brother died, and then obviously named his brother. His name is son after his brother.
mm.
I actually did some research. The director and his brother, they also lost their dad when they were young, so there's a lot of
No,
relatability.
this movie is based on them.
You
Is
can
Is it
it?
say in a
not?
way, and
I think it's based on.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I was reading how he kept on saying they were always they had to live in their father's shadow because obviously they didn't know their
Mm,
father. He died
mm.
when they were young. They only heard stories about their father. But that even makes more sense. Obviously, that means he's dead, then, doesn't it?
on my
Oh my
Mm.
knee.
days, that makes so much sense. Obviously, he's dead. Oh my
Because
days.
even everyone they encounter is telling them stories about their dad. Like, oh,
Yes,
you man are funny,
Oh,
bro. How have you not clocked this, bro?
of
How you man
course.
watching
nah,
movies,
chill,
bro?
man.
I was a
I
kid.
tell
I was
you, if
thinking,
Timothy
okay,
Chalamet was there, you would have clocked it.
I was thinking maybe like ambiguous sort of on purpose,
Mm,
but that makes much
mm,
more sense because obviously, and then every time they meet like an auntie or an uncle, they're
mm,
like so. You know how aunties or uncles are when you've obviously met them, but
Yeah.
it's like there was even one of the aunties. I think she was like so shocked when she saw like Olaremi and Akinola.
mm,
But each person they met, they were like so shocked. They're like, "Oh, this is." Da, 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 da." Um, but yeah,
Class.
man, it makes a lot more sense. Um, but yeah, the director and his brother, because yeah, his brother worked on the film as well, was saying they always heard stories about their father. They lived in their father's shadow. They're intrigued by fathers in general.
mm,
Um, so yeah, I mean, yeah, it does make. I think I need to watch this. I need to appreciate this film again. Another,
mm.
another time.
I know it's definitely a movie that you can watch again. I would
Yeah,
actually.
100%. Yeah.
It's not something that it's like a one and done kind of movie. That's
yeah,
no, they definitely done well, and yeah, we got to see more. I would love to see more.
mm,
Kentish Productions hit us up. Larry on the editing, me on the sound.
African cinema.
Come on, man.
Um,
Um,
I was gonna say
yeah.
something.
Any other little
Um,
things that you guys noticed?
I
More
liked.
gone. You're gone, Josh.
I was gonna say I like the differences between Akinola and Remy because
Mm,
Akinola, I think he mentioned one of them mentioned no, the dad mentioned that he's just like his mother, and throughout the film you can see how he's like your little brother. You know, he didn't want to
mm,
pay for his older brother's ice cream. You know, he's kind of stubborn in a way. And then Remy's like he's a bit more sound. Obviously, he's the older brother, and he's more
mm,
um like you can see how he's more like a calmer sense. Obviously, the dad has that conversation with him about being a father. You know, you have to get up, go work, and do all that
mm,
stuff. But I like the two differences between like Remy and Akin. Um, Even their faces as well. Like Akin always looked like he was like just annoyed, and then Remy was like, and Remy always looked to me. He looked curious about like Lagos in general. Like
mm,
his the expression he held was like he was just curious about to know about his dad. I like those two in
mm.
general. Good performances as well. Good performances.
Do you know actually brothers as well in real life?
Oh, there you go.
Mm.
Makes it even better.
So yeah, they done good, man. And they found them, not found them, but they got us in the wrong words.
So go on.
Yeah, well, that's what they essentially, that's what they did. They said that they went to Lagos and then they
You're
said, "Oh,
lying. Burn
I'm,
them
I'm serious."
fast.
I mean,
But
yeah. I mean,
that's how a lot of people get
yeah.
or a lot of young people get founded. Like I remember one movie I watched. It was like a French. They were looking for like a certain type of guy, but they found him. It was a French boy playing football in a park in the UK.
That's
Yeah,
the
so
best way to do it.
yeah, man. So,
Organic.
Yeah,
It's
that's
organic.
organic. Yeah, for sure.
so but yeah, um, any other things on the movie? I don't. You know what? It's
Um,
been such a while. It's been like maybe a week and a half since I watched it.
yeah, I watched it last week. And,
I
I'm
was
trying to find
just
the time
Saturday.
for rewatch. But I couldn't.
um,
Mm.
Yeah. Well,
Um, I've
I don't know.
got a question. They kept showing birds, like an overhead shot and birds
Oh
just flying
yeah.
around. If you got
oh
it,
yeah,
I
go.
got
please
it.
Yeah,
tell me.
take the
Please
floor. Take the floor.
tell me.
Oh, okay. Wait, I'll say my Larry line. I got this one. Um, basically, obviously, when people die, and I think they're crows. Yeah, yeah. When people die,
The scrolls, bro.
yeah,
On my life, that's exactly what was going through my head.
yeah.
On everything,
Mm.
but
So
I didn't know it
I'm
was
thinking it
scrolls.
was. I think it was foreshadowing like death,
Mm.
because they slowly built up more and more birds, and then when the like kind of protest or that uproar started,
Yeah.
that's when they shot hella birds. So
Hello.
it was foreshadowing that there's going to be death and a lot of people are going to die because of this situation.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Bro, this movie's very good. It's very,
Bro,
very good.
honestly, this is one
Um,
of my favorite films. I
I
feel
have to
like
do a pitch
um
for.
sorry.
No, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I mentioned this earlier that they they really show the reality of like a typical Nigerian family where
Mm,
it's like the man as a breadwinner,
Mm,
he almost isolates himself from his entire family because
mm,
he's trying to provide for them. I remember,
mm,
was it Remy or Aki, the older one? He asked his
Remy.
dad, yeah, Remy. He asked his dad, like, if you love us, why are you not around? Pretty much.
Mm,
Then his dad was saying, "Oh, like I love you boys and your mother very much, but like I'm here to pretty much get money so I could provide for you guys."
mm,
That obviously Remy being a child, he can't understand. He's like, so if you love someone, you stay away from them. That
mm,
dad couldn't say anything,
mm,
and it's like that dad throughout the film, he had like numerous moments where he's like he's realizing how distant he's becoming from his children and from his wife, just his family in
mm.
general. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
mm,
really like how they showed that, and it's almost like telling fathers like your kids grow up so quick that
mm,
you need to find a way. You need that balance. That you
Mm,
can't work 90% of the time and see your kids once in a
mm,
while. You will miss them growing up. So yeah, I really
mm,
like how the film did that.
mm. Was there with that? Do you not think? I don't know. I feel like I wish they showed like the mum a bit more, as well, because
mm,
we just kept seeing pictures of her, and then by the end we just only just saw her crying.
Mm.
I wish, like, I don't know, they like obviously it's a dream at the same time, and it's sort of all about the father, but in some way, I wish they kind of involved the women a bit more, well, the mum side
mm.
a lot more. But obviously
Yeah.
it's still a good movie, but it was just I don't know. I just felt like that might have been wasted a bit, or you could have seen a different perspective, or I don't know. But think about it now, it could have like disrupted a lot of the movie and the way it was going. But that was one thing I did quite wish as well, that they kind of got the other perspective, the mum's perspective as well on it.
Yeah, that would have been interesting to see. I
Mm.
agree to you.
But what
Um,
did you guys think? It's a very questionable one because I was watching Shout the Girls on the. It's is not is really wait. Let me find it. It's really that deep podcast
yeah,
because the whole time I thought that the dad was cheating.
Me too. Can't lie.
Josh, what do you think?
No, I
I
mean
mean,
not
now that I think it
100%.
was,
Yeah,
now
go
that I
on.
think it was, now that I think it was part. I think something happened in their relationship because the reason the mum's obviously is dead, but I do
Mm,
think something happened that impacted the mum and dad. I don't know if it was cheating. That was kind of up to. I wasn't really sure to be
mm,
honest. I don't know.
because I
I
was
think
watching it. So you thought that's what I thought as well. My cousin also thought it as well.
Mm,
But then I don't know. It was really weird because I was watching when they spoke about it. They said that they didn't really see. They didn't really. It didn't look like it was cheating, but there was certain scenes where it was like when they snuck up and had a conversation,
mm,
and then she was like, "Your son is also
yeah,
there." That was very
mm,
weird. So I don't know. It does look like it was cheating. I will not
yeah,
lie because everyone was surprised by seeing him, but she was surprised in a very different way.
yeah. You're
And it was
right.
very different. The energy was very different with her. So that was also very interesting. But it could also be like with the dream stuff, like it could be his son thinking that
To be
he has
fair,
another family somewhere else because he's not with
mm,
us as much. But yeah, I'm not sure.
and you hear the way he talks about her as well. It's almost like
Mm,
he realizes that what he did was wrong, and
mm,
maybe they're showing that this is why their relationship went left because obviously
mm,
cheating. Because it's funny because I think in that scene he's talking so highly of her, and even throughout the whole film, he's saying, "Oh, this
yeah.
is where your mum used to do
Mm,
like I think she did like acting or whatever. I don't know, but
mm,
maybe yeah, that the cheating was a result. And maybe that's why we don't see the mum
yeah.
in the whole film.
And this is a bad representation of Nigerian men, man. It's not even true. We don't even cheat, bro. Like, what are we talking about, man? Like, come on, man.
Um, Me personally, I wasn't sure whether it was cheating. Like that crossed my mind, but what I thought was like he was involved with her in the past, then
True.
Mm,
maybe he moved on, but like she never moved on. because
True.
because the thing I took note of was when she was looking at his kids. So she
Mm,
was looking
mm,
at them like, "Oh, these are your kids. Like you
mm,
have you moved on. You have a wife. You have all this, and it's like
yeah,
you kind of left me behind." So that's
mm,
kind
but
of what I was
I
thinking.
don't know. But
I
because
hear
at the
that
same,
actually.
but he also was talking to someone about his wife, and he said that he's been with his wife from a very young age. Like she
True,
during well, to be fair, it was during university, but the kids are like 10 now. Come on, like I
true,
I
true,
can't
true,
talk. But how
true.
are you still stuck on someone 10 years on? But
That's how I can't take.
but yeah, I don't know because yeah, the dad was explained told the story about how they got together, and
Mm.
how he took the city girl out of the city and made her into a village girl. So that was I'm not sure. So I'm still on the side of cheating. I can't lie. Nobody can take this side of cheating.
I think it was. Yeah, I agree. I think it
Mm.
was. I
Probably,
think
probably.
some sort of
I
they
wonder
had
why
a
they did it.
they had a history,
Mm.
and yeah, maybe the maybe Remy um literally saw them. I mean, I don't know whatever they're doing, but yeah, definitely had
Mm.
they definitely had some sort of history.
Interesting.
Do you
I
like the
wonder why
fact
they
that
did
the
it.
whole? Oh,
Go on, what you say?
I was gonna say, do you like the fact that the whole film is it's kind of ambiguous in a sense, but you can tell there is like a message they're trying to tell or a point
Mm.
they're trying to get to, but it's not like they make it clear. Do you like that sense of like that? I feel like that storytelling is throughout this whole film. So do you like that sense?
Yeah, it felt like there were a few well, only two really, or three. There was like quite a few stories, and by the end of it, you didn't know where we were going. Like we
Mm,
heard the son talk about, "I'll see you in my dreams," and we were kind of unsure about that. And then we kind of in the middle part, we're like, oh, okay, this is like a it's like a day in the life kind of thing.
mm,
And then you find out that the dad's trying to get money. So then you're like thinking, okay, where's this gonna go now? And then that is all scrapped, and then now is about political violence.
mm,
So yeah, I thought it was done pretty well. I enjoyed it, especially a lot of like the political references because before they got into Lagos, they did the whole shutter bus thing. What do you call it? Sorry.
Penalty, I think.
the canopy, and that was also quite funny to me because obviously I work in a butcher shop, and is it? Yeah, nothing has changed. Like they still
Yeah.
do that. Like they come together and talk about politics. Like it's
Still.
so funny, and they always be well when I get into power. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Anyway. I've heard it 1,000 times, but it was very like it felt real and very light-hearted as well. So again, it was a very good movie. It was well done. Um, give props to them. But all the small things like even like you can't trust those small things that I also enjoyed was you can't the Nigerian government is still in a bad place. Like there's no support. There's there's people running independent shuttle buses and they can't even get gas to actually get
Mm,
you to where you need to be. So
mm.
those small things, even like with the money, the whole payment thing that dad was trying to get, like
Bro.
there's no security within this system. So yeah, and bro, that president. One thing my dad told me that he killed his best man because the best man tried to overthrow him.
Hmm?
Is that
Really?
serious? Yeah, bro, is that serious? Because he was with the best man,
Mm,
and when he got into power, and then the best man realized that, bro, this guy is too corrupt,
I see.
and he planned a coup against his former coup, and then they ended up killing him, and then yeah, that was it. And one more thing, sorry, this
Nah,
one's
keep
even
going.
worse.
Keep
I
going.
keep going.
Remember when I said that my dad said that this was the period when Nigeria changed. He said that the president I can't even say the word Babangida. He said that it doesn't matter how people get money, whether it's fraud or whatever, just get the money. So that was an incentive that he told for people. Like
Oh
no
no.
matter what kind of corruption you do, whatever. So that's essentially where my dad was saying that this is where 419 started. The
Ah.
reputation. This is where the reputation of Nigerian
See.
scamming people started because
Mm,
he was the one that started, and he's still alive today as well. He got overthrown, but he's still alive today. So yeah,
makes a
it's
lot of
crazy.
sense. Because that scene, well, not the scene, like the ongoing theme of him trying to get his money. I was even getting
Mm,
frustrated, man. How many
Yeah.
times I knew there was going to be another excuse. I was getting frustrated myself, like trying to get. I think he said 4 months worth of wages or something. And
mm,
then when he said when the unrest started happening towards the end of the film, when the results of the election came out, and then he went to get back, wants to try and get his money again, and then the guy's like, "You're not going to get your money in this that situation in this state."
mm,
I was frustrated for the dad, man, but it says a lot about Nigeria. Also, the fact that the whole film is one day, I think that makes more sense that the dad is probably because when you think
mm,
of like a memory or flashback, you don't think
mm,
of like a lot of like days or like a week or
mm,
whatever. It's always like a short, maybe just you remember this day or you remember that element or remember those stories. So I think that in a sense that in itself
mm,
kind of facilitates the thought that the father is passed on. Um,
mm.
so yeah.
Mm.
Uh,
Anything else anyone wants to add?
um,
But then I did also like that it was again with the beautiful shots. Like the opening scene was very nice as well. But some like the representation of the village, like it didn't feel like the stupid whole mud hut, all that kind of stuff.
yeah,
Like it wasn't.
man.
Yeah, like it was very nice. Like it was like the
Yeah.
sense of community, all that kind of stuff. Like they lived outside of Lagos, but they weren't suffering. They still had a house.
Mm,
They still had a roof over their head. They were eating. Like they're not suffering. So that was also very nice. They've done a good job, man, and I feel like a lot of people should take note with this movie. Like this is a very good foundation.
mm,
I think even like the BBC sponsored this movie as well. It's on
mm.
Mumbi, whatever it's called. What's that thing called?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe
Mubi.
that's
Yeah,
It'll be on there. It'll probably be on there in a couple months actually, so you can rewatch it.
yeah,
need
Um,
that.
yeah.
um, I was gonna say one more thing, like what you said, Cho. I don't know when I was in primary school, like I don't know what my primary school had like I don't know if it was a sponsorship or like a partnership with a school in Malawi. So that was like one of my original like not experiences but like depictions of what Africa's like. But then seeing this film, like in comparison, even though like you said they're not in a city, they're in the village. There's
Mm,
still a sense of like beauty in this film with depicting that, which is
exactly.
great. I wonder who the cinematographer was, but did a great job. Everyone should go watch it. If you're Nigerian, you should go watch it. If you're African, you should go watch it. If you're Asian, go watch it. If you're white, go watch it.
Mm. If you got Nigerian parents and they can't relate to this movie, tell them go watch it. But yeah, no, very very good. Everyone should watch. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's
really
Mm,
very
good.
good. Should we get on to the ratings?
might as well.
Well, might as well rate it then.
I,
Here on the,
no, yeah,
here on the film diaries, we rate it a lot differently. Go on, take it away, Josh.
So we have 6 different categories. We have the plot, character, acting, scores, cinematography, and casting. So we rate them all out 10, and then we have an average. So the first category is the plot of the film. Do you like this storytelling? Did you enjoy it? Was it clear to you? Did you not like it? Any elements you disliked? You liked?
I mean,
Thoughts?
I'm assuming the plot is like you realize it's a dream. It was all
Mm,
a dream. That's like you remember we spoke about it in that's like when you write English and then at the end of the thing it was all a dream. Um,
the classic.
bro,
nah,
that's
it was.
actually true, you know. That's actually true.
I'll give
But we
it.
did
I'll give
think
the
it was.
plot.
Mm,
I'll give it maybe like an 8.5 because
mm,
again, I was expecting something, but it took me a different way, and I was expecting the worst, but it wasn't that. So I
mm.
did very much enjoy that. So I'll give it like an 8.5.
I think I'm going to give the plot a 9. I think me just talking about the actual premise of the film and me coming to that realization after talking about it, I think that warrants because it resulted in a good discussion. I wasn't too sure, but I came to realization. So I'm gonna give it a 9. I like the fact that it cultivated that good discussion. So yeah, 9.
Yeah, I agree. I'll also be giving it a 9. I really like how the story was told, even
Mm,
though we find out later that it's a dream.
mm,
Um, yeah, I like the themes it addressed throughout the film, like the relationship with the father and the political side as well, and how it impacts like just regular ordinary citizens. So yeah, I really like that.
Next one is the characters. How do you feel about Akin, Remy, Fola? I think that's called Fola. Uh, I think one of his friends was called Corridor. I'm pretty sure that was funny. Um,
Yeah, I'll give everyone like kind of sound boring. Just give it another 8.5. I'll give it like an 8.5. I say there wasn't that many standouts. I feel like everyone did
mm,
like their job very very well. Obviously the did very very well, but I feel like the kids maybe like, it was just good. It was just good. It was good. It was decent. So yeah, 8.5.
yeah, I'll give characters 8. I did like Remy and Akin. I like their dynamic. I like how there's like clear differences between both of them. Um, so yeah, I liked that as well. Good representation of African fathers in general. But yeah, 8 out of 10.
I'll also be giving it 8.5. Um, yeah, I feel like every character was necessary to like progress the story. It didn't feel
Mm.
like people were just thrown in just to be there. So yeah, I'll give it 8.5.
Next one is acting. I feel like these guys. I mean, they're all Nigerians in it, so how do you feel about their performances in this
Yeah,
film?
I enjoyed the pigeon English. Uh,
But
glad it wasn't like Americanized, like all Britishnized, all that kind of
Imagine.
English. Proper authentic.
yeah, for real.
Yeah, the acting was good. Maybe I didn't really. I felt like the grieve. Oh my gosh! I'll
Go
talk
on.
about it. No, I'll talk about it after. Um, I didn't really like the grieving side of it at the very end. I felt like it just went on a bit too long. But it was still good though. But it's just a bit too long. Felt a bit stretched. But
Really?
yeah, it's just maybe it's just because of how I am.
Yeah.
Might just be a personal preference thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give it an 8.
Oh,
I'll give acting. I'll give acting 8 out of 10. No, I'll give it, yeah, 8 out of 10. Yeah, I think the two boys, the two brothers, great performance, to be honest. This might be the one that puts them on the map. We might be seeing them in the future in another feature film. Who knows?
That's what they always say.
Um, but yeah, and yeah, the father as well. Good, great performance. I haven't really seen him. Obviously, I've seen him in Gangs of London, and he's a hitman. Look like a hitman in that. So seeing this side of him, seeing the Nigerian side of him, I liked. So 8 out of 10.
I'll be giving the acting 9 out of 10. Um, I think the only thing I had a slight problem with was Fola's accent. A little bit. I could tell that he's not like a true, or like he's not
Mm,
like a, you know what I mean? Like I didn't,
yeah, I get you.
yeah, because everyone else around him, like you could tell like these are people that lived in Nigeria, but you could
Mm.
like
Mm,
with Fola, his accent was a bit, just a bit, but he did well though. I did
yeah, he did
like it,
well.
but yeah, 9 out of 10.
Next one's the score or just sounds in general. This is, yeah, sound, um,
Why is he
sound
smiling?
design.
I'm giving that a 10 out of 10. Why am I giving that a 10 out of 10? Because throughout the movie, you man know how much I love Nigerian music. Especially
Oh,
like
I remember you saying
Oh,
this.
that's true. You know, that's
Yeah,
true.
the
yeah.
Jandu sisters.
Mm,
Honestly, should look them up. They make amazing music. But throughout the whole movie, they were playing their music. But it was very quiet. It was like kind of the instrumental. You didn't really hear their voices. Um, but then at the very end, I was there until the very. I was there until the very end. I was recording, obviously, and then I started to walk out, and they were still playing it. I just stood by the side and I was just singing along, like, oh my days! Like it felt so good, like how Larry felt like reminiscing about being in Nigeria. That's how I felt. Like it felt like I was listening to it for the first time all over again, um,
mm,
and seeing like old school music that I enjoy, music that me and my mum danced to, like seeing
mm,
that in the cinema representation again is very, very important. And that was really cool to see, and I enjoyed it. And just for the song alone, song choice alone, I'm giving it a
mm.
10 out of 10. I'm sorry. Very biased, very silly of me, but
I'm giving it 9 out of 10. I feel like it did a great, as well as that the music choice, like just the
mm,
generic sounds, the hustle and bustle of Lagos. I
mm,
liked, like for someone
yeah,
that has no, like for like the white guy was talking about in the cinema, for someone that has no like recollection of or understanding of Lagos, I feel like that will give like a pretty like a positive understanding or feeling of what it like looks like, feels like, sounds like. And even for the two boys as well, like they did not know what it's like to live there. But yeah, 9 out of 10. They did a good job.
Yeah, I'll be going 9.5. Yeah, I really like the music, and it's like they used strictly Nigerian music. Like I
Mm,
heard some songs, like some, I'm not sure if I should call it gospel, but it's like some stuff I've heard like back in church, like CNS. Like I was hearing that kind of music. So yeah, just a lot of it was just bringing some nostalgia. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
mm. Next one is cinematography, the aesthetics, the looks.
I think I'm gonna have to give it a 9.5 because at the very start, I was very shocked. Obviously, I didn't know what to expect. I knew the movie was set in Nigeria, but I didn't know what to expect. And it was just like very still, birds chirping. It was like
Mm,
beautiful to see. And from then, like it kind of set the tone. I was like, okay, this is gonna be like something that's different, something that I haven't seen before. And yeah, they kept that going throughout. Even when they got to the city, even like before that, when they were traveling through the villages, it was
mm,
very well done. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think if they like play the color or anything like that, but I don't really remember that. But a lot of the
Mm.
shots were really really nice for me. Yeah, so 9.5.
I would giving this 10 out of 10. I feel like this is probably one of the strongest elements of the film. The way it looks, just the way they capture the like I said before, like the fear in the people's faces in comparison to the military's faces and expressions. I feel like it's done well. Like I like the way like the camera kind of slowed down when they're on the motorcycle, and you could just see. I think there's the driver. You got the dad Akin and Remy, or Remy Akin the dad, and they're just looking, and then you see the military just looking like you don't want to be caught in like a glance with them because they're just like, they're gonna yeah go crazy. But yeah, 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, me too. Also be giving it a 10 out of 10. I feel like they did a really good job to like set the scene.
Mm,
Like the scene when they first got to Lagos and they were just showing everywhere.
mm,
I thought that was done so well. And it's like it really captured the essence of like this is the city life. This is like Lagos.
mm,
And yeah, I really liked it. There's something else I noticed. Maybe this brings us back to like the dream point. Start of the film, it was like those lightly transitions where it's like flashing lights and it just like cuts.
mm,
They did that a few times in the film.
Mm.
I'm not sure what it represents, but maybe it ties into the dream point that we made. But regardless of that, yeah, I still give it a 10.
and the last one, casting. Thoughts on the
Oh, there's one more.
bro? Yeah, casting. I mean,
Um, yeah, I thought it was good.
mm,
Um, See, I always never know how to rate casting. When it's like an unknown cast, it's very. But
yeah,
I'm assuming like they did a good job. They got the job done.
yeah.
Uh, so yeah, I'll just give it an 8.
I think it's telling when it's an unknown cast
Mm,
and especially young actors, and they do a like compelling job. So I'm giving 9 out of 10.
mm.
I don't know where they like Larry said. I don't know who said that they've just spotted them or whatever, or they found them or whatever. But yeah, I feel like that's telling that obviously they found talent, and talent's been able to be put on display. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for me.
Um, yeah, I think I'll also go 9. Because a lot of the characters felt really authentic.
Mm,
Like the fact that it was so relatable for me, I'll say that yeah, they did a good job getting the right people to like play these roles, like these uncles, these grandpas, all of that. Like it
mm,
felt so relatable. So I'm like, yeah, they've done a good job. So yeah, I'll go 9 out of 10.
cool. So our averages will be on screen. Um, yep. um, and that is
That's good.
that is the finish. What's our next film, Diary?
Wyvern Shites.
It could be Wasteman. It could be Wuthering Heights. Who knows?
Could be Wasteman, could be Wyvern.
Um,
But
yeah.
yeah, we'll be back. Make sure you're here, and we will be there. No,
We will
no,
be
make sure you're there, and we'll be here. Um,
Thank you.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and tell a friend to watch that My Father's Shadow.
That
Please watch it.
auntie, that auntie that you just talked to go off the phone to, don't tell her to watch. That uncle that you just got meat for, that you just got meat for, go ask him, tell him to watch the film.
No.
Exactly. Have a village day. Go to the city. Have a
Mm,
day. Have a day. Go to London. Go to town.
mm,
You
exactly.
party. You enjoy. Bring chin chin. Bring chin chin. Bring plantain. Bring whatever. Go to the
Yeah.
cinema. Watch My Father's Shadow. And watch it. Make sure you bring your parents, but if they can relate to the movie, don't bring them. Because you might end up getting in trouble. But yeah, that's been Kenish. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.